Casting. I was overseeing a catering event once in LA, and there was a gentleman standing out on the patio, and there was hardly any people out there, but we still needed him out there. So I went out there and I chatted with him. That person was Jaloid, and just talking with him in that little amount of time, I went, this guy would be great for Marcus. He was kind, he was friendly, he had a good sense of humor. That's why I had him do the read through in LA in 2019. That's why 5 years later, I messaged him and said, do you remember me 5 years ago? You read my script once? I'm gonna film it. Can I fly you out to Pennsylvania? You never know who you're gonna bump into that down the line can give you an opportunity or can help you out. Nancy, another person I knew from LA, we had catered together, very talented, very funny, Krista. And she was at the initial reading that I did in LA in 2019. And she reached out to me when she heard I was going to do it to play Nancy. She's like, well, just send me sides. I'll even audition for it. I found out she actually now was in New York. I sent her sides. She sent me an audition, and I was like, all right, wow, this is great. Yeah, absolutely, you can do it. She made the role way better than I ever imagined it. She brought so much to that role. I was really lucky to get her. We did self-tape auditions for Mr. Thong. He's called Mr. Thong. It's pronounced Tong, but that's part of the incredible humor of my show. It was going to be a Korean person. The person we cast was Thai. So I went over some things with him and said, you know, would this line fit Thai culture as well? Or I have a place where I was going to have him say some words in Korean. What would those words be in Thai? And it turned out to be even funnier. The words he could use in Thai were better than the words were in Korean. Not that there's anything wrong with the Korean language or Korean people in general. It just so happened in my specific instance that Thai fit best. So he was there. He helped us out. There were things. He said, well, you know, they probably wouldn't say this. If they were talking about this, would probably say this or say it in this way. So he definitely helped out, and I'm glad we landed him. Character of Jorge, it was self-tape submissions. He was a local guy. Got him, and at first I thought, well, it isn't exactly the way I wrote Jorge, the way I had him in my mind. And then once we got on set, he was incredible and hilarious. I was like, oh, thank goodness I have this person here, because it's coming through better than I had written it. Best person that I cast that was astronomically incredible would be the actor playing the role of Andy. He really knew what the writer wanted. He totally understood the character. And not only that, he understood the whole show. He understood all the characters. He understood everything that there was to understand about that. So finding Andrew Ortiz to play the role of Andy was, my gosh, it was just a match made in heaven. Security guard. She started to follow my Instagram. She saw all the videos I was putting out about how I needed to raise money. She called me, and she has an executive producer credit. It was in Kickstarter that if you did donate that much, I would give you a line in the show. So she was in Pittsburgh, I was in Reading. I said, if you can get here, I can give you a line. And so we talked. Turns out she was a retired police officer, and I thought, great. She can bring her outfit, and I'll make her a security guard. The first time you see her, that's what I initially wrote. And then I thought, it is strange that she kind of shows up, has this pretty funny bit, and then she's gone. So I have her come back again, and then I have her come back again, of course, 3 times. And to keep it simple, I always have her show up in the exact same place, looking the exact same direction. And I think she only says 3 sentences every time she shows up. And since then, she started to take acting classes and now is performing. And that my show was the first thing she was ever in. Then we have a lot of the side characters. One of the people from the production company, when I used to film things when I was in LA, I would put her in my stuff. And now that she lived out here, she was Kristen, the one girl at the buffet. And then we also cast Kenya, the other girl at the buffet. The gentleman at the front desk, I met him doing a community theater play about a year after I had moved back to Pennsylvania. I don't even know if we were in any scenes together really where we interacted, but just like his personality and who he was. I just went, I'm going to put him in the very next thing that I do. And I did. Mr. Lidovich, When I was 13 years old, I interned for that guy's theater company. I acted in all of those. He commissioned me to write my first play, which was a script for him. I did 3 of those. And then years later, I cast him in something. The young girl with the paintbrush. I got the baseball team. Just thought, when they get here, I'll figure out which one to use, and that'll be the one that has the lines. And I found out that she had actually taken, I guess, classes for film acting. So I just went with it. The director came after they filmed their scene. I'm not in her scene, but the director came and found me, and he's like, she was so attentive. She asked like good questions. She did everything exactly the way that I needed her to do it. So well done. So for all the background people, a few we got offline. The one producer's parents, my brother, lady that works with my mom, a bunch of the baseball team, some of their parents who were just there for the day anyway. We have 2 of the crew. The gentleman at the desk, he brought his 5 friends with him. 2 of them came back a few more days. And there was one lady who worked at the hotel who heard we were filming, and we put her in it. And she is in the scene with Mr. Thong at the buffet. And you'll understand this if you see the show. She's guinea pig. That was an actual employee. So I've posted a lot of clips, a lot of shorts on the channel. You can check those out. And if you like those shorts, then I recommend watching the whole thing. It's right on my YouTube channel. It's the first video up there. And thank you so much for listening. My journey was hopefully entertaining.